What if the difference between being financially stressed and becoming financially free isn't how much money you make, but how you think about money? Most people believe rich people are wealthy because they earn more. But that's only part of the story. In reality, many high-income earners are broke, and many millionaires started with ordinary salaries. The biggest difference isn't income, it's mindset. Rich people see money differently. They make different decisions. They follow different rules. And those rules quietly compound over years until the results become impossible to ignore. Today, we're going to explore how wealthy people think about money and why adopting even a few of these ideas could completely change your financial future. Let's begin. Most people see money as something to spend. Rich people see money as something to use. For the average person, money often represents freedom, comfort, or status. When more money comes in, spending increases. A bigger paycheck usually leads to a bigger lifestyle, a newer car, a more expensive apartment, more subscriptions, more expenses. But wealthy people often think differently. They ask, what can this money do for me tomorrow? Instead of focusing only on consumption, they focus on utility. Every dollar becomes an employee, a worker assigned to create more value. Rather than spending money to impress others, they look for ways to make money produce additional income. This simple shift changes everything. Because once money becomes a tool rather than a reward, it starts working for you. And that's when wealth begins to grow. One of the biggest differences between wealthy people and everyone else is the order in which they spend money. Most people buy luxuries first. Then they hope they can afford investments later. Rich people often do the opposite. They buy assets first, then allow those assets to pay for luxuries. An asset is anything that puts money into your pocket. Investments, businesses, rental properties, dividend-producing stocks, intellectual property, income-generating systems. Wealthy people understand that every luxury has a hidden cost, not only the purchase price, but also maintenance, insurance, repairs, and future expenses. So before buying something expensive, they often ask, will this purchase make me richer or poorer? This doesn't mean rich people never enjoy life. It means they prioritize wealth creation before lifestyle expansion, because they understand one powerful truth. Assets buy luxuries. Salaries rarely do. One of the greatest financial advantages wealthy people have isn't intelligence, it's patience. Modern culture rewards instant gratification, fast delivery, instant entertainment, immediate results. But wealth operates differently. Wealth rewards delayed gratification. Rich people understand the power of compounding. Small actions repeated consistently over long periods create extraordinary outcomes. A few $100s invested monthly. A business improved little by little. Skills developed over years. These things may seem insignificant today, but over time, they become life-changing. Many people underestimate what they can achieve in 10 years because they're too focused on the next 10 days. Rich people constantly ask, how will this decision affect me 5 years from now? This long-term perspective influences everything: their spending, their investing, their careers, their relationships, and ultimately, their financial success. Most people focus primarily on making money. Rich people focus on becoming more valuable, because money follows value. The marketplace rewards people who solve problems, improve systems, create products, build businesses, lead teams, generate results. Wealthy individuals understand that income is often a reflection of value provided. That's why they invest heavily in themselves. Books, skills, education, networking, mentorship, personal development. They know that improving their abilities increases their opportunities, and opportunities often create income. Instead of asking, "How can I earn more?" they ask, "How can I become more valuable?" That question alone can completely transform a person's financial trajectory. Perhaps the most important difference of all. Rich people understand that there is a limit to how much they can work, but there is no limit to how much their money can work. Most people rely on a single source of income, their job. If that income disappears, financial stability disappears with it. Wealthy people aim to create systems, investments, businesses, assets, income streams, things that continue producing value even when they're not actively working. This doesn't happen overnight. It takes discipline, consistency, patience, and smart decisions repeated over time. But the goal remains the same. Move from working for money to having money work for you. Powerful ending. The truth is, rich people aren't born thinking differently about money. They learn, they study, they make mistakes, and they develop habits that gradually build wealth. The good news? These habits are available to everyone. You don't need to be rich to start thinking like a wealthy person. But you do need to start thinking differently before you become rich. Because wealth begins in the mind long before it appears in the bank account. If you found this video valuable, subscribe for more insights on personal finance, wealth building, and financial freedom. And remember, the way you think about money today may determine how much of it you have tomorrow. What if I told you your job could be the biggest financial risk in your life? In Europe today, everything is getting more expensive. Rent, food, taxes. Everything is rising faster than most salaries. And if you depend on just one income, you are always one unexpected situation away from financial stress. Rich people don't rely on a single paycheck. They build multiple income streams. Simple investments like ETFs, side hustles, or freelance skills, digital skills that can generate income online. It's not about getting rich overnight. It's about not being financially stuck. Because the real risk isn't starting small. The real risk is staying dependent on one source forever. Start building your second income stream today.